Has the collaborative approach utilized by CAPES produced positive results?
As members of the CAPES team, we did not want to rely solely on subjective comments that the parents might make regarding the changes that they were seeing in their children. We felt that it was imperative that we gathered data.
So Dr. Rainier and the rest of CAPES looked at the different measures that were out there, and they focused on the child and behavior checklist just because there's a lot of psychometric theory that's went into developing that measure, and also that it would be relatively easy to collect that data and get not just initial data but also longitudinal data as well. So they want data from the beginning whenever they first saw the families and the children, and then also longitudinally throughout their treatment as well. So we did some initial statistical work using Q methodology from the very beginning. We found that the professionals working in CAPES actually noticed a difference before the program and after the program. And that was just at the very beginning. After we started getting collected data from the children and the families, we did some non-parametric tests just because we didn't have enough data for t-tests, and more tests would have additional power. And even with the non-parametric tests, we found statistically significant differences in between when they first started the program and then 6 months later. Then a couple of years later, we had enough data to do t-tests and tests with additional statistical power. And we found that those statistically significant differences we found with the non-parametric test carried over to the t-tests. And that's what we're reporting on right now.
The CAPES approach is dynamic, and this flexibility of design allows us as members of the CAPES panel to analyze, adjust, and modify the care recommendations that we provide to families.